For those who say PC gaming can't be awesome, meat orcs must die too. In this game, the orcs come pouring out of the rift, and the only thing between your victory and a little troll face on your screen are two things. Traps, and the topic of this countdown, weapons. And luckily for me, I have a friend to help me with this topic.
Who cares about the intro? Let's get on to the weapons.
Cool off, man.
Your puns are not cool at all, just like your hair.
Fine, whatever. We will be judging these 10 weapons by originality, design, primary function, and secondary function. So without further ado, let's get started.
Acid burn! Right into the drink. Acid trip. Get it? Acid trip?
Kicking off this list is the Alchemist Satchel.
Though it's not the most useful weapon in the game, it lands on this list just for the sheer fun factor.
I mean, can anyone not have fun reducing their foes to mere bones? It's also helped by the fact that when you upgrade it with its unique, it explodes when being shot.
Yeah, this kind of works like Snake's Mines in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, in the way that when you can just place them down, detonate them, watch the fun unfold.
What lands it so low on this list is it takes a lot of mana to place one down, which could be better used for...
Did you miss me, boys? The lesson is complete. Bow before me.
The starting weapon for the Sorceress, the Scepter of Domination, which lands number 9 on our list.
Not only is it able to fire giant blobs of mana at your foes, but also enslave the giant beast for a few seconds. Perfectly fitting for her personality. So why is it so low on our list?
Although it may be useful for the large enemies at the beginning of the game, the charm doesn't last long, the main attack takes forever to charge up, and many traps and weapons does its job better than it does later in the game.
Not much else to say, so what's next?
Orc toast! Fire! Fire! Guess you knew that.
Wait, take this, dude.
What's that?
A flame shield, of course.
How many more puns do you need to be satisfied?
Wait a little longer and you'll see.
Anyway, the flame bracers are very useful against small enemies with its secondary, a wall of flames.
While the primary helps dealing with ice-based enemies, like, for example, the frost ogres.
The downside is that there are already a lot of traps that do fire damage, and it takes a lot of mana to use.
It's like a flock of orcs, except they can't fly. If you flap your arms really fast, you might make it. Bye-bye.
Hey, this next one will literally blow you away.
Okay, the next pun that you say, and you'll end up like this guy.
Wait, no, I'll stop. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Good, now back to the countdown.
Okay, the next item, as you may have guessed, is the wind belt.
Its main use is to blow enemies off the stage, or into lava.
Hey, you stole my line.
Too bad. Anyway, the secondary, if you get the unique upgrade, will heal you when you pick up an enemy.
The only downside is...
It's not useful on all stages.
You did it again!
1, 2, 5. Darn it, I lost count again.
Froso Lord will be back momentarily. The next item on our list is the Blade Staff. Both the primary and the secondary are very good, chopping up orcs and blowing them away respectively. The main part that makes it worthwhile, though, is the hit system in the game. As long as you keep moving and jumping, the orcs cannot hit you. This weapon's only downside is the fact that when you try to use it on ogre, you get stunned and get the snot beat out of you.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Only an entire weapon. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
1, 2, 5. Darn it, I lost count again.
Calm down. I left your favorite weapon of all for you to do all by yourself.
Oh, okay. In that case, this next one is the Crossbow, one of the Sorceress's best weapons you can use in the game. Or War Mage if you feel you need a long-range weapon. Anyways, the Crossbow in this game is the equivalent of a machine gun, only with literal fire. Yes, one of the uniques in this game is fire. The Crossbow is also good for flyers. It gets a secondary stun just for good measurement. And you even get TF2 style headshots if you time it right. The only downside is it takes a while to kill regular enemies, but overall, it's not a bad weapon.
They got Thunderbats now? Well, nothing shocks me anymore. Except Thunderbats.
I'm back, and I'm starting this one so Froso can't get a pun in.
Hey, I always said I wouldn't.
You did, didn't you? Oh well. Anyway, the Ice Amulet is a powerful weapon for getting rid of those pesky flyers.
Also deals with the fire-based enemies as one of the few things in the game that actually has ice damage.
Its secondary also can help you get out of tight situations by freezing all enemies nearby.
All in all, it's a useful weapon for escaping and slowing, but as it does little damage, it's not something that you take out just to get kill streaks.
Ah, cute. I'm gonna name him Pokey. The orc stops here.
Up next is the War Mage's starting weapon, the blunderbuss.
How do they come up with these crazy names anyways?
Actually, a blunderbuss is an old name for a shotgun. This blunderbuss is also equipped with a magic grenade launcher. The main thing that makes it stand out, however, is its unique upgrade. It gets the power to make large enemies, basically anything smaller than an Earthward, fall over when shot. This is very useful for stalling the bigger enemies so that your traps can take care of them. That's about it for the blunderbuss.
Wait, what about my lines?
Oh, I took them again.
Ah!
A harsh lesson, but fair.
The final two were very hard to choose from, but in second place comes the sorceress's exclusive weapon, the polymorph ring. And as Frozer is the one who normally plays as a sorceress, I'll let him take it away.
Thank you very much. If you come home from a bad day and just want to kill a lot of orcs in a spectacular fashion, boy is this polymorph ring for you. With it, you can go full ogre via the secondary and kill all those puny enemies before they know what hits them. The unique upgrade even gives you a choice of whether to go fire or frost ogre, but it isn't high for just that. You can also transform anything shot with it into a coin, a potion, or even a chicken, which will be promptly killed by its friends. Though on a personal level, I find it very entertaining because you don't know what you're going to get until you fire off that ring. Its primary makes it an asset for when you are having an annoying ogre on your hands and you need it gone. Well, lands at number 2 instead of number 1 are 3 things. First, when it's fully upgraded, 1/3 of the time you'll find yourself, instead of a helpful item, a much worse foe than you had before. Second, the ogre's attack is not as powerful as number 1 and much slower. And finally, though you are given extra health, if you get hit too much by the enemies and transform back at low mana, you'll have very low health and then soon die because of it. Although it is the sorceress's best weapon, but what could beat it? Would you like to do the honors of recapping this list for me?
Sure. At number 10, we had the acidic Alchemist Satchel. At number 9, the captivating Scepter of Dominion. At number 8, we had the nice hot flame bracers. Number 7, you were blown away by the wind belt. Number 6, we had some laughs with the blade staff. At number 5, I went crazy with the crossbow. At number 4, we had the chill ice amulet. At number 3, we laughed at those orcs with the blunderbuss. At number 2, we had the amazing polymorph ring of awesomeness. And
why can you make puns and I can't?
I don't know. This is your countdown. You tell me.
Wow. Just wow.
Whoa, this has to be some sort of record. It's more fun when you kill them all at once.
This weapon made our number 1 because it has all the best qualities in Orcs Must Die 2.
Its design is great, the primary is solid, and the secondary is kinda broken.
Our number 1 in Orcs Must Die 2 is the War Mage's Dwarven Hammer.
At first glance, you would think it's actually a stupid weapon because of how weak the dwarves are with it. But it's the best experience to have in Orcs Must Die 2.
With its secondary, the blood goes flying everywhere as you have mana swirling all around you while racking up those kill streaks like no one's business. Oh, and the primary isn't too bad either.
Even the unique upgrades are superb on this thing. One limits the amount of damage you take while using its secondary, and the other stuns the enemies that you hit with its primary. Either way, this weapon makes the War Mage a walking tank.
As you have seen in this entire countdown, all weapons have some big turn-off to them, whether it be mana consumption or primary. This weapon's only big downside is that it doesn't work well on ogres, who will stun you shortly. So you are pretty good for 95% of the enemies in the game.
The best part of it is it's so fun to use. You will keep coming back to it when your mana regens. This has been Daily Awesome.
And Frozo Lloyd, we will see you next time. Ciao.